Little.
Welcome, everybody. It's yet another epic night of Big Little Live sessions right here on Bush Radio 89.5 FM, our favorite community radio station right here in the heart of Cape Town. I am Losh.
And I'm Slow Mo, and I'm super excited to be with you today.
Yo, Slow, can you feel the energy in the room?
I can feel it.
It's absolutely electric. The lighting is so warm and welcoming, and I can smell the freshly tuned guitars from the band right behind me. This is session 3, and trust me, it's going to be one to remember.
It definitely is going to be one to remember. And Lush, for our listeners listening at home, can we just describe how our band is looking? Firstly, it's a 4-man band. It's safe to call them a boy band, but I still have to get the approval from them.
It's not too safe.
You heard it from the man himself. Firstly, they dressed in a nice camouflage way, looking super amazing. It's like they're going to war. I hope they don't fight me. And the haircuts are looking super amazing. And my drummer with the long hair matching me, of course. With that said, can we please give it up for
Interlace? Wow, guys, welcome to Big Little Live Sessions. I am so honored to be sharing the stage with you guys tonight. Can you please just tell me what are your names and what is your role in the band?
My name is Tim. I play the guitar in the band. And yeah, I write some of the songs and work on some of the pieces that are given to me. That's my role.
Okay.
Lovely to meet you, Tim.
My name is Mark Mwaba. I'm the rapper, singer in the band. I play guitar as well. And apparently I'm the designated snacks guy because I keep bringing those.
Always. He started my cake addiction.
I hope we'll be having some snacks tonight then.
Hello, my name is Fritz. I play the blitz bass. I just love hanging out with the youngsters. What can I say?
Oh, that's so cute.
How's it? My name is Michael Honeyman. I play the drums in the band. And yeah, my role is we all practice at my house.
Okay, that's a valuable role. Okay. And guys, for our listeners listening through our radio, our favorite radio, everyone's favorite radio, Bush Radio 89.5. Can you guys please describe your instruments which you have here with you guys?
I've got a beautiful red guitar. This is my baby.
I've got the red one.
Mine's a better red. It's like a deeper red. It's what it's actually called is tobacco sunburst. Very difficult to find. I haven't seen many guitars like this. Nice Ibanez. Yeah, that's me.
Do you think it helps you play better?
I think that's actually a very good question. I think it does. Having a connection with your instrument helps you play better. It gives you more confidence. Kind of really fills the space that you're in. And that's one of the main reasons why I bought this guitar is because it looked really cool. I like it.
Okay. And next one.
Next up is Mark here. I've got a Stratocaster, Squire Stratocaster made by Fender. The color is surf green. It's got a little belt that also matches the green. I've got a tuner that never leaves my side, which was actually a gift.
Ooh.
A gift from
your girlfriend.
Fritzo Blitz.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
the
guys.
bassist in the band. Oh my god.
Well, sometimes I sound like the girlfriend because I can moan and moan. Well, I'm Fritz, the bass player. I got this bass. Someone owed me a bit of money. I don't like playing cheap instruments. I'm joking. But this one is Chinese made, also Ibanez, but I took out the frets to have a cheaper fretless sound. So it's quite lekker. And it's also red, but not tobacco burst stuff. It's just a red Ferrari.
And I'm using the drums I'm using is a Roland TD9 electronic drum kit. I much prefer using acoustic kits. That is the way to go. I got a Tama that I normally play on, Tama Superstar. But yeah, tonight using the electronic kit.
All right, that's absolutely wonderful. Thank you guys for that very detailed description. And I just want to ask you guys, how did you actually meet?
How we met? So we met at different times, right? Like, for example, Mikey, who plays the drums in the band, I've known for over 10 years.
Oh, yeah?
From way, way back. Whereas Fritz and Tim I've known for a little bit less of a time. But the way that we met is kind of, it's not naturally how you'd meet someone, because I literally knocked on Fritz's door and I said, do you have 20 minutes for me to talk to you? And I sat him down and I just spoke to him. It wasn't even 20, it was like 30. I went over time. And I literally just told him about like some ideas that I had about creating music and helping youngsters that play music to learn more about music. And he looked at me like for what could have been construed as a awkward silence. But I think that was him just asking, why did I talk to him for 30 minutes when I could have just said, hey, you want to play some music together?
That was true, but you got me at the community thing.
That's a very interesting way to meet, and I'm glad that you guys met. Now, let me just say, guys, this 4-piece rock hip-hop fusion band hails all the way from the Deep South. Now, they lock in every week for rehearsals to make sure that they cook up the energy that you are about to hear tonight.
Wow, Losh. I'm so excited. I also want to know, and everyone, viewers at home, our listeners, they all want to know, how long have you guys been a band?
2 years now? Is it 2 years?
Yeah, I think August 2 years was our first show as the Interlace group, because Interlace means interconnected. But Mark will tell you all about that.
We've been together for 2.5 years now, going on 3.
Okay.
And we're about to turn 3.
Yay!
So it's safe to say you're 3 years old. And to follow up, yes, we're laughing and everything, but how do you guys deal with conflict? Because I can see you look very troublesome, and with you also, the drummer looks innocent for some reason.
What? He's the naughtiest one.
Yeah, never judge a book by its cover.
And today he didn't need to bring any of his own equipment, so that's probably why he's smiling.
That sticks.
I think this is, it's also as fun as it is being in a band, playing on stage, doing things you love, like playing music. Yes. It is also professional settings. And just like for you in your work, there might be some people that you don't necessarily get along with too well, but it is a professional settings and you deal with that. We are really friends. We like to bride together and we do social stuff together. But there are times where we feel a bit frustrated with each other. And it's just about professionalism.
But never about me, huh? You guys love me, right?
Yes, of course we love you, Fritz.
Most of the time. We love Fritz. We love Fritz.
Thank you so much, guys. And I just wanted to say, guys, I'm so happy to have you guys here with us. I'm so excited. And my other question is, like, with the name Interlace, how did that come about?
So Interlace, what the band represents beyond our music is reviving a connection that sometimes feels like it's dead, right? So we're trying to interlace different concepts, different cultures, different kinds of music together.
Yes.
Almost like you would lace up your shoe and you're ready to go out.
Oh, I see.
Right? So it's all about collaboration, which is why it's it's so perfect for us to be here right now because that is exactly what this space is doing. It's nurturing collaboration.
I
Big
thought
up,
it
big
was
little.
like maybe you guys when I was reading the name, I was like, maybe you guys asked our very favorite assistant, Mrs. Chat GPT, to come up with that. But now I see there's actually a deep story behind it. That's nice. And over to you, Losh.
You guys have heard how the guys have met. You know how long they've been together. And now it's time for us to hear what they are about to play. So we are about to play the first set out of 3 sessions. So please, guys, put your hands together for Interlace.
Interlace.
handlebars, no handlebars. I can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars, no handlebars.
Look at me, hands in the air like it's good to be alive. And I'm a famous rapper even when the paths are all crookedy. I can show you how to do-si-do, I can show you how to scratch a record. I can take apart the remote control and I can almost put it back together. I can tie a knot in a cherry stem, I can tell you about Leif Erikson. I know all the words to Decolores and I'm proud to be an African. Me and my friends are all platypus, me and my friend made a comic book. And guess how long it took? I can do anything that I want, cause look.
Rhythm with no metronome,
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 metronome.
metronome.
And I can see your face on the telephone, on the telephone, on the telephone.
Look at me, just called to say that it's good to be alive. In such a small world, I'm all curled up with a book to read. I can make money off an up a thrift store, I can make a living off a magazine.
I can design an engine 64 miles to a gallon of gasoline.
And I can make new antibiotics, and I can make computers survive aquatic conditions. I know how to run the business, and I can make you wanna buy a product.
Movers, shakers, and producers.
Me and my friends understand the future. I see the strings that control the system, and I can do anything with no resistance.
I can lead a nation with a microphone, with a microphone, with a microphone. And I can sing the atom of a molecule, of a molecule, of a molecule. Yo, look at me, driving and I won't stop. And it feels so good to be alive and on top. My reach is global, my tower secure, my cause is noble, my power is pure. I can hand out 1 million vaccinations, let them all die in exasperation, have them all healed from their lacerations, get them all killed by assassination. I can make anybody go to prison just because I don't like them, and I can do anything with no permission. I have it all under my command because I can guide a missile by satellite, by satellite. And I can hit the target through a telescope, through a telescope, through a telescope. And I can end the planet in a holocaust, 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 in a holocaust.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars, no handlebars. I can ride my bike with no handlebars, no handlebars, no handlebars. Yeah, that's Interlace.
Yeah. Escape to a place, a new landscape with no hate or disgrace, a new mindset. Elevate to a state where your eyes dilate, levitate out of space like a rocket pilot. You cannot imagine all the places we can go. We can take a trip if you wanna get lost. Usually I sell it, but today I'm gonna share it. You just gotta put the volume up so you can hear it. This is trip music. Take a trip to it. This is trip music. Take a trip to it. Yo, yo, yo. Replace all the hate with a new climate. We've been wrong for too long. Can you hear the sirens? It's a mountain that's in front of us. We're always climbing. And the misconception is the way to solve it is with violence. In this world, they'll do anything for money and power. Sell yourself to the system for 20 an hour. They'll turn you to a victim and then call you a coward. You try to stand up, but keep getting devoured. You cannot imagine all the places we can go. You can take a trip if you wanna get lost. Usually I sell it, but today I'm gonna share it. You just gotta put the volume up so you can hear it. This is trip music. Take a trip to it. This is trip music. Take a trip to it. Take it away on the bass guitar, Fritzo Blitz. You cannot imagine all the places we could go. You can take a trip if you wanna get lost. Usually I sell it, but today I'm gonna share it. You just gotta put the volume up so you can hear it. This is trip music. Take a trip to it. This is trip music. Take a trip to it. Thank you, everybody.
Wow. That was nice. Damn, how you feeling, Losh?
I can ride a bike with no handlebars.
What?
No handlebars. No handlebars. Oh, guys, that was
Do it,
so
lady.
nice. Oh, and you definitely took me on the trip with that second song. Oh, really, really, really. You guys are absolutely amazing.
That night was powerful. I mean, the first song, I Won't Lie, for me, it took me back to my ex. It was so like, whew, I don't know. But, guys, and for everyone watching at home, can you please tell us where you're watching from? You can send the place through on the WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 067-970-8232. I repeat, 067-970-8232. You can also put in the comment section on our YouTube channel and just put through where you're watching from. Losh?
All right, you guys heard that correctly. And the next thing is, if you have any questions for the band, whatever it may be, please send it through. We will ask for it live. So we're going to go on a short ad break, but there's more to come after that.
Definitely, there's more to come. And guys, we need to polish our dancing shoes. Okay, especially for me, guys. I really need to polish my dancing shoes. It's a little bit rusty, guys.
I saw you
Please.
two-step there in the corner, don't you worry.
So catch you guys after the break. Catch you at the flip side. Bye.
Big, little.
Welcome to the Sunday. There we go. Only live and direct. That was actually very good. That was good.
little.
Hello, guys. This song is called Losing My Way.
Written by the one and only Timothy.
I slept with my shoes on last night. I had too many vodkas, I couldn't think quite right. I wasn't sober, I haven't been for a while now. I haven't been myself for a while now. Oh, have mercy, please. The God above and the fallen angels, wash my sins and help me see. 'Cause I've been losing my way. So I stumble on down to the corner shop and spend my last change on a gram. I sit and contemplate life through the fading smoke, wondering who I've become. Oh, have mercy, please. The God above and the fallen angels, wash my sins and help me see. 'Cause I've been losing my way. And I've been losing my way. I don't know why I wake up, but I wake up every day. I don't know what to make of all the choices that I've made. So I crawl back to my makeshift paradise, close my eyes and dream a little more. It's the only time when the clouds are gone and the sky is always blue.
Thank you for that, Tim. That was beautiful.
That's
So nice.
losing my way.
I know it. It's
We've
so
all
nice.
lost our way once or twice.
Yes, yes.
Next song we're going to do is called Fire Magic. It's basically about transforming negative situations into good ones. Yeah. eyes is the wokest. Everything is golden. I'm moving forward like a focus. Somebody hold him. Somebody should have told him. Now they dig their own grave. When they ask, I just tell them that we old friends. Getting cheddar like a rodent. Living on the low key like my dad was Odin. I'm all about that foreign. Something like a tourist. We could go exploring. We could take a jet all the way out of this orbit.
My magic, your fire, we're making gold in Zion. My magic, your fire, we're making gold in Zion. My magic, your fire, we're making gold in Zion. My magic, your fire.
I've got the magic, you've got the fire. Together got the Midas touch, whatever you desire. I've got the magic, you've got the fire. Together got the Midas too. I've got the magic, you've got the fire. Together got the Midas touch, whatever you desire. I've got the magic, you've got the fire. Together got the Midas too. Yeah. They ask me what it is, and I tell them that it's confidence, that feeling from inside when you know you ain't got a second guess. I know you keep it real, we gon' have to check your references. Excuse me while I get lost in a couple sentences. Conversing using penmanship, I've come to learn perfection's gift. Practice every day, that's the source of confidence. Reversing when I overstep these boundaries that you have set. You gotta keep it real when you step in with the confidence.
My magic, your fire, we're making gold in Zion. My magic, your fire, we're making gold in Zion. My magic, your fire, we're making gold in Zion. My magic, your fire,
We're making gold in Zion. I've got the magic, you got the fire. Together got the Midas touch, whatever you desire. I've got the magic, you've got the fire. Together got the Midas too. I've got the magic, you've got the fire. Together got the Midas touch, whatever you desire. I've got the magic, you've got the fire. Together got the Midas too. Together got the Midas touch.
That was absolutely amazing, guys. Now listen, really, if fire, magic, and soul were to make a baby, Interlace would be it. That is absolutely amazing, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, now I understand, Tim, you mentioned earlier on that it's really not easy managing a band, right? But you guys have done it and you are standing here together. Well done to that. My question to you is, at what point did you guys reach your turning point? What was your turning point when you realized, like, we're actually really doing this?
Listen, I'm going to be real with you. I don't quite know what the turning point is. So
I know.
Fritz, please take it away for us.
So
man.
that's when they said I minor has got more notes than two. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this guy's is learning every week something new. And, you know, we share a lot. Even if it's a bit of a negative vibe, we just need to get it out. But the stuff we share is actually what we take home too, good or bad. But we are getting stronger. I know I can lip.
My
the lip.
turning point was
Yes.
spending 8 hours in the car with Fritz. You heard him talk. And we didn't murder each other.
Oh yeah, that was on the way to Wild Spirit.
Wild Spirit, when we went on tour early this year.
Oh, you guys have been on tour as well. That's absolutely amazing. That speaks a lot to your success. Keep on pushing. All right, guys, we are going to switch things up a little bit. Now, picture this cozy, comfy couch with slow-mo, ready with our audience that are about to throw some questions at our band. Slow-mo, take it away.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Losh. I'm here with my beautiful audience. Yo, guys, let me be honest with you, right? Before we get into the serious stuff, I just need to tell you guys been truly amazing. Can you please give yourself a round of applause? So we're going to get into it. So, ma'am, can you please tell me your name and why you made it to this cozy couch and you have the honor of chilling with me and watching the band, obviously, but chilling with me?
My name is Marlene, so I'm just curious to check out the band tonight.
Nah, that's a valid reason. That's a valid reason. We don't need to chase her out, guys. It's a valid reason. And for you, ma'am?
Hi, I'm Sam, and my boyfriend, the drummer Mike, he drove me here. I can't miss any gigs there.
Damn, the drummer is your boyfriend. You're so lucky. Don't you feel like you're the luckiest woman on the planet?
I do. I really do, but I can do one better. The very talented guitarist is also my brother. So, yeah. Thank you, Tim, for all the music growing up.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, my mind is too stuck by when she said, I can do one better. I hope he didn't hear that. But moving on. And you, sir.
Unplug his headphones.
First of all, I'm not your sir. My name is Garth.
Hi, Garth.
I'm here to make sure that they get the sound right. They seem to be doing a pretty darn good job of it. Yeah, that's why I'm here.
So, guys, basically, without him, you won't be hearing us. So he's very critical. And for you, sir?
I've been interested in this Big Little stage since it was just an idea, and I've watched the studio space grow from a few like little things to this beautiful space we're in today. And I honestly dropped off some equipment and was going to go, but when I heard the band start playing, I just thought, now I've got to be around and listen to them. It's been, they're amazing. So.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, guys, everyone here has a question. Since you're chilling with me and you by my cozy couch, we can ask the band about anything, unfiltered. I'm going to start with you, ma'am.
Okay, so if you guys could transform yourself as a band into a cartoon character, what would you describe yourself like in a cartoon version?
Wow, that's one heck of a question. How I would describe myself as a cartoon character, I think I'd have my guitar permanently attached to me. I'd be that guy that's always playing guitar, whether there's a storm happening, whether there's fights happening, doesn't matter, rain, wind. I've got my guitar on me, and of course the iconic eye patch. I think those are my two things that I'd describe as a cartoon character. Yeah.
I would be Fred Flintstone. Short and sweet from me.
Short and sweet. Okay.
He's got a skateboard that matches it. So.
I can't really say a cartoon character. I'd always just have my drums in my hands, my sticks, and always just be playing drums. Like Tim, always playing guitar. So yeah, I think that would be my character.
I think Mike is the closest to a real live cartoon character.
True, I was going to mention that.
I don't know. I'm probably a fusion between the Hulk and Patrick the Starfish. I can go green of jealousy and then turn into a rock stupid guy in 5 seconds.
Okay, that was interesting. I didn't expect that. But moving on.
Well, I'm curious. In the beginning, we'd asked about how you guys formed, and you'd mentioned you knocked on Fritz's door, and Fritz said he had me a community. What did that mean? What do you mean by a community? Where does that come in?
Time to talk, Mark.
Oh, you're right. Let's give you some context to that. So the way that we formed as a band, we were actually a music event that was called Interlace Uplift, right? And the main goal behind this event was to put youngsters that play music, like I'm talking about high school youngsters, on stage for the first time with professional, well, semi-professional mentorship. And we had an event where these youngsters were going to participate. And the deadline was like, well, the event was happening 3 months before the time. So in the build-up, what happened was we mentored these youngsters, taught them about stage presence, taught them about, social, how music can have such a social impact. Now, about a week or two before the event, one of our performers dropped out. So we're sitting with this event that has a huge hole in the set list. It's an hour, 20 minutes, and now there's a whole 30 minutes that's unaccounted for. So we decided, we all write songs, why don't we just fill up that space? And then this whole experience of us playing together was so remarkable and quite unforgettable, to be honest, from me anyway, that we decided that let's just keep playing together and write more songs. What's the harm in that?
And I have a personal question based on what you said. Do you still do those events to uplift? Because that's what we're about, is the Big Little live sessions, the Big Little Music SA. That's what we're about, uplifting new talents and giving them a platform. And do you guys still do what you just mentioned there?
Yes, we do. We do every year on June 16th, which is Youth Day. We host it at the Mask Theatre.
In partnership, I guess.
Yeah, we partner with the Mask Theatre. Thanks, Fritz. We partner with the Mask Theatre. And this year, that event took the form of a battle of the bands. So we had 4 high school bands compete. Well, not necessarily compete, because it was more of a collaborative thing than a competition. But we had 4 bands participate. And then they walked away with recordings of their music, feedback, telling them how they can improve. They had coaches that have been in the music industry for years, guiding them through this process.
And professional camera people taking shots of their album covers and stuff.
Oh, that's nice. And because we do have listeners listening in and watching us, how can that kid watching at home, how can he enter this? Because it can be a good opportunity for him, and it is a good opportunity. How can they enter?
That's a great question.
You're welcome.
So, thank you. What we do is about 6 months before 3 months before the event, we send out an audition notice to schools around the Western Cape. And then we follow up, try to make sure that people apply or send in auditions. And we have a deadline for auditions once all the auditions are in. So basically anyone that's a high school musician can apply and send in an audition. And we sit down with our coaches, and the coaches select which band they feel could benefit from their help the most.
Oh, so it's like a youth empowerment type of thing. I like it.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm too old. I don't qualify. Yo. But moving on.
Okay, so I have 2 questions. How deep south are you guys?
I'm probably not as deep as them. I'm on this side of the Vlei of Muizenberg.
I was originally very deep, Kommetjie side, but yeah, staying in Fishhoek now. A couple of houses down from Mikey.
I'm in Muizenberg.
In Muizenberg.
Okay. So not super deep. We haven't fallen off the peninsula yet.
Yeah, the south. Just what does short term look like for you guys? I'm not talking long term, short term, in the next short period of time. What's happening? What's coming up? What you're going to be doing?
So, yeah, good question. I want to ask you that question.
Fritz is like, I also want to know.
Another tour?
Yeah, so we're planning a tour, like Mikey said.
Yeah, we're going to be going up the East Coast towards the end of the year. Hopefully going to play at Wild Spirit again and a few other venues along the way.
Even shorter term is on the 12th of September next month. We have a gig at Trenchtown. So.
Oh, you mean in 2 weeks' time? Today's the 6th of September, right? Isn't it? Yeah.
It's the 6th of September.
So, what is the 12th? Oh, it's next week. It's next week, guys. Come next week,
next
please. Pull up.
Next week.
Wow,
I
you
missed
guys,
an
you
entire
guys, you guys. The elevator is too long when you guys take the elevator music. It goes to your heads.
So, guys, please note that next week they do have a show
The
coming
12th
up
of
on the
September.
12th of September. And of course, I'll be there. I'll get the VIP access. So come watch me and the band.
Plus ones all around.
And for you, so what's your question?
I like just from the couple of songs I'm hearing, like a lot of different genre mashup. Is there like, if we want to go through and give me like one or two influences, and maybe the band as a whole? Like, do you have any influences that you try and like? Because what I'm hearing is super original, so that's cool. But like,
thank you.
Like musical influences for you guys.
I'd like to say that I haven't been heavily influenced by a lot of music, because I spent most of my life making music as opposed to listening. But I really do like Gary Moore, Carlos Santana, those kind of O's, more blues guitar. And yeah, one or two songs from some of the big bands, AC/DC, Queen. Yeah, that's where a lot of my stuff comes from.
What's super cool about this band is we're all so different as people. So we all have different inspiration and stuff. But when we get together in the jam room, we draw on our individual inspiration to create something newer.
But what do you say would you like to listen to at home?
I listen to old records,
Oh, nice.
Like really old music, stuff I can't find anymore. I go find like 5 rand records at the record shop or charity shops, and I put that stuff on and I listen to it. I mean, I do listen to bands like Flowbots as well. They're quite inspirational because they make the same style of music as us. But I mean, this list is endless.
Yeah. Okay.
One or two.
And also, like, you like a rapper, right? I don't know, like, can I call you an MC? Because I'm like a hip hop head. So like when I hear you like on the mic and stuff, can you categorize yourself as an MC, as a rapper, because you do rap, as much as you're not gonna admit it, you do rap. So can you please?
I'll admit it. I rap.
He raps.
You must check his chicken wraps at home. Oh my goodness.
So is it safe to say that you influenced by hip hop, like
Absolutely.
50 Cent, and do you listen to any hip
That
hop
was the
artists?
first CD that I ever had. 50 Cent. Get
50
Rich or Die
Cent.
Trying. Yeah.
Damn.
And then later in my years, I got exposed to different genres as well. I remember listening to a playlist a friend had given me, like 300 songs, and I would go out and skate by myself, and I found this band I really liked, and I thought, I was like, yo, this is some underground stuff, and I played it for my friend, and he's like, that's Led Zeppelin. And so, like, the musical journey, it's not straight. It's not just hip-hop. It's not just rock. You zigzag, you go around in circles, you find things, and then you bring it all together, and you mix it in the pot, and then you serve it.
Okay, and my last question before I move on to Law, sure. Like, I feel like we have a connection. Do you guys feel like you can easily lose your identity by mixing things together? Isn't that like one of the risks? Because, like, for example, like, I don't know, like, what do you guys really do? As I said, we're hearing some hip hop, we're hearing some rock, we're hearing maybe some pop, we're hearing a lot of things. Do you think in that you can easily lose your identity, or you're creating your own identity with that?
I think that it is what it is. We are who we are. And the fact that we stay true to who we are, what we bring to the table, is always very real. And I think the only way we could really get lost, in a sense, is if a lot of people start trying to be like us. Because we're not trying to be like anyone. So I think what we bring to the table is raw, it's real, Yeah, and I think for that reason, I don't think we'd get very lost now.
True.
I just want to add on that also. I feel like the easiest way to lose your identity is to put yourself in a box.
Oh. Wow.
Drop the mic quickly.
My producer will probably shout at me by dropping the mic. Let me not do that. I won't listen to you. But Losh, do we have some WhatsApp messages coming in through from the YouTube? Can you take us through?
Interlace, interconnected, intertwined. You guys are doing amazing. And I'm super excited to tell you that we've got listeners and viewers watching from all over the world. I received some WhatsApps from somebody that is wanting to ask you guys, where did you go to school? I'm guessing maybe they might be seeing some familiar faces and just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm from the Vrystaat. All the Sasselberg people. And then I went to Nelspruit, so all the Mbombela guys. How's it?
I was Fishhook High School, and then I did music at Lass Academy, which, yeah.
Oh, you still do it there, aren't you? The teacher, right, them?
I teach now at Lass Academy, yes.
Oh, nice.
Full circle.
Definitely
I went to school in Joburg. Josie. I went to Midrand High, and then I went to a few high schools. We moved around a lot.
Guy.
Remember, Mikey's the naughty one.
Oh, yes.
He's been
And
very
then-
quiet today.
St. Peter's College and Blue Hills Prison is what I call it. I hope you're listening to this, Mr. Mpofu.
Young, I went to Fishhook, like Tim, yeah. Fishhook High.
Okay, all right. You guys are definitely intertwined, just like our shoelaces, different holes, but coming together as one. Okay, now we've got some viewers, let me say, all the way from France that are listening in. That is super excited. Also, somebody from China wrote through to us, Ni hao. Okay, so guys, one other question that came through. There is a YouTuber who is new into the music scene, and he's trying to find that balance between pushing his passion and also trying to pay the bills with his 9-to-5 job. How does he juggle, and what advice do you guys have for him if you find yourselves in that position?
I can tell you this one. Practice.
Hectic.
Mikey's favorite answer.
Yeah, no, obviously it's a very difficult thing to balance. It's more of a yin and a yang. You will never get to the center, but at least if you try, like Mike is suggesting, practice for practice sake and practice life skills for the practice sake. But there will never be. If he can find the answer, he can please email me that answer, but there won't be an answer. It's sort of where you find yourself and how you want to surround yourself.
Okay, and yes, let's go.
I was just gonna say, there's no easy way. There's no secret that someone's gonna tell you, and then all of a sudden your life's gonna fall into place. Be prepared for the hardships. Be prepared to be hungry sometimes, but basically, what matters more to you? Following your passion. I mean, reaching kind of the end phase of your life. Looking back, are you gonna be like, I followed my passion well, or is there space for regrets? So. Yeah, be prepared for the tough times and kind of just make your judgment, go with it, and trust yourself.
Beautiful. Some really inspirational words coming out from you guys. I understand that navigating the South African music industry is not an easy journey, but you guys keep pushing, and that's why you're here today. And that is the reason why we are here as well as Big Little Live Sessions, is because we want to promote the South African musicians, just as this wonderful Interlace band standing here with us tonight. And we also want to do that by addressing the issues that affect our musicians. By sharing our challenges and listening to each other, we can help each other and grow as artists.
Well said, well said. We can help each other grow, and we did have the privilege yesterday when they came for the rehearsals. We had a little chat with them about the obstacle chat, which is coming later during the show. They really shared about the insights, the in-betweens, the good and the bad. So guys, look out for that. And also, guys, we're taking a small break, a small tiny break. And Lush, do you know I'm so sad?
Why are you so sad, Slow?
Because they're performing their last set. Last set. So, guys, please put on your dancing shoes during the break, and then we'll be back. Thank you so much.
Big, little.
Need top quality sound and creative direction? Off Beaten Path Media Productions has you covered. We offer professional recording, mixing, mastering, plus creative consulting to bring your ideas to life. Whether you're an artist, podcaster, or brand, we help you sound your best and stand out from the crowd. Drop us a WhatsApp on 078 819 9080 or email offbeatenpathmedia@gmail.com. Let's create something unforgettable off the beaten path.
Big, little.
Welcome back. This song is called Sunsets in Grey. Sunsets in shades of grey. I'm on my way, I'm on my way. I'm looking for someone who can. The lights went out before the lights went out. You left my heart away from me, and I let you run away, disappear. You left a hole where my heart was. I didn't want to let you go, but my heart was breaking slowly. There is a price you have to pay for everything you think is real. You may not understand the currencies. It's not taught in schools or universities. You pay with time, you pay with life. Spend a dime and it's a fraction of the price. slow down, slow down, slow down. They left a hole where your heart was. They filled it with gold and a smartwatch. So you can tell when your time is gone.
I have aspired to expression all of these years, elegant past the most eloquent word. But here, now, our tongue dries to maggots as we continue our slimy death and grin. Confusion in me and all around me, confusion. This pain was not from the past. This pain was not because we failed to understand this land was mine. Borrowed fears and confusion it was.
Hold the light steady. On my way. Hold the light steady. Don't let it run out. I'm on my way. Hold the light. Hold the light. Hold the light. Hold the light steady. Don't let it run out. I'm on my way. Hold the light. Hold the light. Hold the light.
What's that song's name? Hold the Line. I can't remember now.
That song's called Sunsets in Grey.
Are you actually in this band? How do you not know the name of that song?
I just want to make it talk more than me. That's all.
CY is the naughty one.
I thought Mike was the naughty one.
Oh. Getting our story twisted here. We're all the naughty one. Plot twist.
Oh, we try.
What's up next, you reckon?
Next up is... This next song is called Melodramatic.
Ooh, this is one of my favorites.
Now this song right here, I know that everyone can relate to. It's just one of those situations. Everyone's been through it. Maybe it's easier if I just rap it. Yeah. Started out mellow, now it's dramatic. We should take it back to when the little things mattered, when a simple conversation was enough to get you flattered. I like a challenge, but damn it if I'm being candid. Started out mellow, now it's dramatic. Bet you missing all the little things you took for granted. When somebody comes along that can meet the set standard, I'll be taking notes just so I can understand it. 24 hours every day, but every morning that I wake up, I'm not the same. Started out mellow, then it got dramatic. Started out mellow, then it got dramatic. 24 hours every day, but every morning that I wake up, I'm not the same. Started out mellow, then it got dramatic. Started out mellow, then it got dramatic. So, just in case you don't know by now, it's a song about a friendship that went sour. Yo. Started out mellow, we could do it all day. Rather kill him with the lyrics than kill him with a blade. Words cut deep, so be careful what you say. With a pen, I'ma cut like a sword on the page. Let the ink bleed while I'm burning the sage. Regret is a bitch, you should learn from mistakes. Pick yourself up, get the dirt off your face, cause you gotta keep going at the end of the day. 24 hours every day, but every morning that I wake up, I'm not the same. Started out mellow, then it got dramatic. Started out mellow, then it got dramatic. 24 hours every day, but every morning that I wake up, I'm not the same. Started out mellow, then it got dramatic. Started out mellow. Started out mellow, then it got dramatic. Started out mellow, then it got dramatic. Started out mellow. Started out mellow, then it got dramatic. 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 Started out, then it got dramatic. Started out mellow. So this is a true story actually. And I'm pretty sure everyone's been through one of those situations. Like sometimes it's time to part ways, and that's perfectly okay, right? We all have our paths in life, and it's up to us to take them. At the end of this, down. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, I think we're gonna play our. We've got
Rocky
a song
Balboa.
on Spotify, don't we?
Oh yeah, we got one song on Spotify.
Yeah. Tell the people about it, bro. Make us famous.
One song. There's gonna be two soon.
Yeah.
But we got one up there. It's called Rocky Balboa.
Just to let you know, Mark is also the producer of this band, so he does all the stems and mixing and mastering at home, whatever we recorded. So he's more than just a pretty face here.
I work through all the bad notes and everything.
Every voice there's like, I can't hear the bass. I can't hear the bass. And there's like,
saturate the bass more. But so we got a channel on Spotify, Interlace Music. You can find us if you want to listen to this very next song that we're going to perform. It's a live recording that's up on there online, and you're going to hear it live as well. I hope you enjoy this. I see you ducking now, and I spit it like you never heard. Flows like murder, killing it with every word. When I was 16, mama said go get 'em. Get up on a track, and I know the flow gon' dead 'em. I remember coming up, yeah, it was tough. Getting hated on by my friends, I was out of luck. But then I took a jet and flew to a new land. I could stand on my own, I'm a new man. On the track, Rocky Balboa. Always been a winner, never been a towel thrower. Swinging from the left to right, you can catch a hook. On the track, I'm Rocky Balboa, you can catch a hook.
left hook, right hook, I be ducking. Left hook, right hook, I be ducking now. Left hook, right hook, I be ducking.
Left hook, right hook, I see you ducking now. Let me hear some noise. Yeah. Get up on a track and I hit him with a jab. I'ma go hard, kick you out like your dad. Left hook, right hook, uppercut. Look, I can see the future, read opponents like a book. Catch me in the corner, sizing up the competition. I'm a beast. Kill them if they're in my vision. Yeah, yeah, we just getting started. Leave them dead in the game, hope you're not a target. On the track, Rocky Balboa. Always been a winner, never been a towel thrower. Swinging from the left to right, you can catch a hook. On the track, I'm Rocky Balboa, you can catch a hook.
Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking. Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking now.
Left hook, right hook, I be ducking. Left hook, right hook, I see you ducking now. Yeah, yeah, let me hear some noise. Yo, yo. Dreams coming true, I've gotta wake up. Got a bad girl in the car, no makeup. Man, she looking so good with them heels on, the whole team riding out. This is the theme song. Hit her with a Rocky Balboa fist. Looking so clean from the outfit to the kicks. Guys hanging out, girls taking pics. Never would have guessed life would turn out like this. On the track, Rocky Balboa. Always been a winner, never been a towel thrower. Swinging from the left to right, you can catch a hook. On the track, I'm Rocky Balboa, you can catch a hook.
Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking.
Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking now. Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking. Left hook, right hook, take it away, Tim. Ladies and gentlemen, to my left side, the one and only Fritzo Blitz. And on the drums, Michael Honeymoon. Alright, let's bring it back. On the track, Rocky Balboa. Always been a winner, never been a towel thrower. Swinging from the left to right, you can catch a hook. On the track, I'm Rocky Balboa, you can catch a hook. Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking. Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking now. Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking. Left hook, right hook, I see you ducking now.
That was amazing, guys. That was super amazing. And guys, can I please ask you for a favor? One favor. Can
Anything,
you please repeat that song again, please? Guys, I did the same thing during their rehearsals yesterday. So like, I'm just gonna do it. I know my producer's angry at me, like I'm wasting time, but like, I love that song. I'm putting my job at risk, guys, please. Can you please go again?
The chorus.
The chorus.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, On the track, Rocky Balboa. Always been a winner, never been a towel thrower. Swinging from the left to right, you can catch a hook. On the track, I'm Rocky Balboa, you can catch a hook. Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking. Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking now. Left hook, right hook, I'll be ducking. Left hook, right hook, this one's for you, Slow.
Thank you so much, guys. If I do get fired, please let me join the band, because what I just did here is not supposed to be done. But yeah.
Some things are worth it.
We've got space as a backup dancer. I mean,
I don't mind. At this point, I'll give you guys my CV after the show, but Losh, take it over.
So right before Slow asked the band to do the entire performance all over again, guys. Please let us move over to the next slot. So next up, we have that obstacles chat that we've been telling you about. It's coming up in a few, and that will allow our band to take a break just for a moment before they come back and give us the last hit.
Okay, hi. So my name is Callie, and I started Big Little a few years ago, not by myself, but we're about 2 years in now, and a large part of what we're trying to do is make real changes in the music industry. So at the moment, we're focusing on entertainment and promoting South African bands, but above that, there are issues in the music industry that need to be addressed. And it's my firm belief that the only way we're going to achieve that is if we work together as a collective and gather each other's stories and experiences and try to figure out as a team what can be done to take those challenges on. So this is the obstacle chat, okay? And I've got the band behind me, Interlace, and we're just going to unpack a couple of key things, starting with the really, without naming or shaming anybody, has there ever been a venue that said they'd pay you and didn't pay you?
Definitely. It definitely happens. There's still some outstanding monies out there. We would like to be paid, please. Please?
Multiple venues.
So would you say then it would be helpful to have an entity that you could go to with that problem who could fight for your behalf?
Definitely. It would be great to have someone to look to in a time of need. There's definitely a lot of bands going through this. But luckily Big Little's got the answer.
Well, we're planting a seed and we'll see where it grows to from there. So then the next question is, have you ever felt like giving up? I've had a career completely outside of this, and there's definitely been times when I've felt like giving up. So have you ever felt like giving up? And you obviously didn't, because here you are. So what was it that made it that you didn't give up?
No, I think it gets tough, but I can't ever recall a time where I wanted to give up. There's times where I felt defeated, and I feel like, obviously isn't working, and you feel like you're not going to reach your goals. But I've always kind of stayed kind of motivated, I guess, to reach those goals and to push myself. So no, I've personally never felt that.
I think one of the biggest challenges, excuse me, that we face as musicians is trying to feed ourselves with our music. So we often have to balance another job, right? Not once have I ever felt like giving up on music. I have felt like giving up on my other jobs, though. I think it might highlight something as well. It's like if we were able to earn enough to eat, pay our rent, if we got paid by said venues, for example, it might be easier for musicians in this country.
So I think there's a lot of work to be done there, and kind of leads into the next question, which is, if you could change one thing in the industry, what would it be? Like if you had a magic wand and you could just wake up in a different working environment tomorrow, what would you change?
My working hours.
Fair. But I think you touch on it by saying that venues need to pay you and you need to be able to earn enough money. And I just think to myself, well, where does that money come from? So, it's more than just venues, it's the public as well. And a lot of South African people follow bands in other parts of the world and don't know anything about their local music industry. So if the public can know more about the South African music industry, that would be great. But for that to happen, there needs to be platforms that put South African music out there to the public. So it's kind of it's an ecosystem, So venues are part of that, and the money that you get paid for gigs is part of that, but it's bigger than that, I think.
Yeah, it's the support that we need from the local people to be local, I guess. Yeah, so if I had a wand, I would wish everything I touch turns to gold, and the music notes it's just bing, bing, spark, spark. What's your wand?
If I had a wand, I think I'd make venues more suitable acoustically for bands to play. Because a lot of the venues, you're kind of in a corner or it's like a makeshift stage. I'd make venues kind of centered more around music. The pay, like we know, I'd also love to make the pay better, on time, efficient, and all that good stuff.
I think, the venues need to be set up properly. And I think maybe if someone could go around to two venues that want musicians there, if someone could go around and tell them how it actually works, that could be quite cool. Like Tim said, there's some venues that you go to and there's nothing. You got to bring your own everything. But they want music there and they expect music, but then they also give you peanuts. So they got to realize the amount of work the musicians are putting in to make that show a reality. Bringing amps, speakers, cables, every single thing you own from your house to drive to a venue, and then you get paid a couple of peanuts. I think the venues need to wake up.
I just want to add that it's not just the effort of the night. It's the years and years that it took you to be able to play at the level that you're at. So it goes way back years. Yeah.
I also feel like some of the responsibility, like on the flip side of the coin, right, falls on us as musicians, as people that are in a position to teach those that are younger than us. If we can mentor the younger generation and in the hope of creating a more sustainable music environment in the future, because education is power, right, in whatever respect it is.
Yes, I think what we can really take away from it is that there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but there's also a lot of parties playing a role in that. I think it's what you're saying is it's not about passing the buck, it's about problem solving together as a music community. Yeah, I think that's all from the obstacles. Let's get to the entertainment.
Big, little.
Thank you so much, guys. Today has been such an amazing session. And right now we are on the couch. We are debriefing and catching up on how things went down.
Yes, Losh, we are sitting here with the band and the audience. It's such a beautiful scene, guys. So, guys, I have another question. It's my job to ask you guys questions. I'm sorry. So, guys, what did you take from the obstacle chat? I'll give you the mic.
What did we take from the obstacle chat?
Mike, you probably took a pen.
Mark?
Mike, he woke up with the obstacle this morning, so he thinks his whole life is obstacle. But remember yesterday they recorded us with the obstacle chat, and so basically the viewers and the listeners on Bush Radio has been listening to our struggles with venues and time management, even basic merchandise stuff, how we had to reprint or not print. That is the question. What was the question?
Okay, I think you answered it right. But let me just replace the question. So you guys do have like a merchandise happening. Can you guys give us more information about that?
We had stickers. We're thinking,
So Interlace hasn't yet branched out into merchandise as yet. We're working on prototypes. So the jackets we have on right now are made by Mighty King. He's a local designer out in Muizenberg. So we're still kind of working on the fittings and all of that before we have it available as merchandise.
Thank you so much. Let me hand it over to Losh.
All right, that's super awesome, guys. We're hoping that when it is ready, we are in line. We would love to show you all the love and support. Now, in the context of what we're doing here, in efforts to try and promote your guys' music within the South African music scene, we have done something amazing, and we have recorded this session today, both audio and visuals. So we're going to make this content available to you guys. Now, it's my turn to ask a question. How are you going to use this content to push you guys even further as a band?
First of all, I want to say thank you so much for providing this kind of content, because today people want to see something as much as they want to hear it. First and foremost, I think we're going to put it into our EPK, right? So we can cut it down into bite sizes, present it to potential venues where we want to perform and say, hey, this is something that we did at the Big Little stage, and this was us performing live. If you would like to book us, just drop us an email or something like that. So it's extremely helpful to have this kind of footage and recordings, that sound good.
I also think on a more like personal or sentimental thing, it's also one of our milestones. So to have it somewhere where we can go back and watch it, at a future time, I think is also quite a really cool thing.
And you listen to all the mistakes the bass player made.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't bad mistakes. So speaking about, so with your social media, guys, like, where can we find you? Where can we find you?
Currently, you can find us on Instagram. It's Interlace_music. You can also find us on Facebook. We're thinking about going the TikTok direction as well. Yeah, really? Okay. If Slow Mo testifies that we should, then maybe we should.
And guys, I know we did touch based on your future gigs and stuff, but it wasn't in a brief concept. Can you guys touch back again? Like, where can we expect? Because I know next week, you were saying 2 weeks, but it's actually 6 days. I did some calculation. I was like, why you been saying 2 weeks when it's just 6 days? So in 6 days' time, we're going to see you guys at Trench Town. And do you have any further gigs besides that?
Maybe who's playing with us?
Currently, no, we don't have any gigs beyond that. We're trying to focus all of our energy on Heritage Month next month. So we want to put together an event that celebrates local musicians, right, for the culture of music. So we've got Orcs Heat West, shout out. He's performing. He's a DJ. He's going to be setting the vibe for us. We also have Takura Terry.
The first episode 2 weeks ago, I guess.
Oh, you was here 2 weeks ago. Oh, that guy.
Yes, Terry. How talented is he?
He was amazing.
Yeah. We're looking for one more act to be on the lineup. So if you know anyone, Mr. Slow, please. You're now a member, the 5th member of Interlace.
So earlier on, we actually had some voice notes that came through from your fans on WhatsApp. So we're going to play those right now. So earlier on, your fans sent through some WhatsApp. So they sent us a voice note. We're going to play those voice notes right now. And after those voice notes, you guys are going to play your last song. I'm super excited to hear. And how are you guys feeling about that?
We are feeling pretty good about that. Now we got one more song coming up for you, and it's going to be epic.
Isn't it also a song that we just wrote in your rehearsal room?
This is true.
And we really like a song is because we all want to buy a ticket out of a situation. So the song is just by you can go if you want, but you're still gonna meet up what you need to face.
Damn, that's amazing. And guys, I just have one more questions. One more question before we move on to the VN. How do you guys like deal with the bookings, guys? That's like important. I never touched on that. I wanted to touch that. Like, how do you guys how do you put yourself out there? Because I know for sure there's a lot of musicians. They also want to get booked. It's everyone's dream to get booked. And how do you guys do it? And how do you deal with it? Do you guys have a manager?
So when it comes to bookings, we all do try get the bookings, but I like to try do a bit more. Joe, we have to contact the venues, and you have to send quite a few emails and messages, and you have to stay on their case. Like you said, there's a lot of people trying to book gigs as well, and you just got to really stay on their case and show them your material, and you got to keep knocking on that door. If you don't, the doors won't open. There's a lot of competition out there, and we just got to keep trying.
Anyone wants to add anything?
Yeah, I think it's Mike is doing a good job. I think because we're all lazy in the band. In terms of talking, like I'm an introvert slash extrovert. I'm an introvert when there's people around me, and I'm an extrovert when I'm alone. So I can't talk to people unless they're like, "What's wrong with him?" You know. So I prefer Mike. He's nice, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
I also think having connections is also a big thing, because also if someone doesn't know you from a bar of soap, and as we've said, there's a lot of people that are trying to book gigs. Why would they choose you? So I think having the connections also helps a lot. A lot of my life is in music, so I do sound and I do a whole bunch of things in music, and that way I'm meeting a lot of people, and that's often where you would find connections and the opportunity to maybe see business owners and stuff on a social level, which I think really adds value to kind of the process of getting a gig.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Okay, one more question. My producer will be angry with me. But speaking of bookings, right? Do you think there is some sort of gatekeeping happening in the Cape Town scene? Like no one is telling each other the secrets, like how to get booked? Like is there gatekeeping between the artists? How do you guys feel about that? Because people don't tell each other, like, as you said, there's connections, but are you willing to give your connections to another artist? So what do you think about that?
I think 100% we willing to kind of share the venues, because also logically we have a set, right? Our music is original, barring a couple of songs, maybe one or two, but everything's original. So how much can you actually play? Like how often can you play at one venue anyway? So there's no point in being selfish about it. Also, teaching music, it's all about giving opportunities to the kids as well, and well, not kids necessarily, but the younger generations, and it's giving other people an opportunity. I think is always a good thing, because it comes back full circle.
And that's true what Tom said, because we're both teachers, and we both got a lot of students, and we have to also get them involved, like you said, and we're sharing venues and all sorts of things with them. What is it? You give what you get, or you get what you give. Which way? How does it work? One of those.
Okay, guys. I think it's a wrap up right now. Hey, okay, one more. Sorry, guys. One more. Guys, the thing is, I'm so with this topic. It touches my heart because I'm also an artist manager. So like, I actually want to know how you guys like with the paid gig and stuff. Like, how do are you guys willing to do free gigs? Do you only do paid gigs? And can you please explain to the artist what's the worth of? Because some artists don't want to do free gigs. They're like, I'm too big, but they don't know free gigs. Maybe it's giving them a platform. Can you guys please explain from the artist point of view? Maybe my point of view is wrong.
It all depends. We did a free gig for Pick and Pay's 1,000 Women. We were the only 4 guys there, but hearing all the women's struggles and how the community needs to stick together and uplift, and we were chosen because we prefer to uplift our local community. And
This happened at the Artscape. Just putting that out there.
so yeah, it's definitely one of those things is the benefits should be weighed in terms of why are you doing this in the first place? Because some freebies are not freebies, but they for the greater good, what's the cause. But I'll be the first one to talk about the venue who doesn't pay us, and the rest of the band is just like earplugs.
Okay, thank you. Now we're officially done. We're officially done. Anything want to add, Losh?
I just want to ask, do you guys have a certain ritual or something that you do to get yourself geared up before you get on stage?
Yes. So every time I set up my drum kit, every time I set it up, I always kick my bass drum. Doof, doof, doof. It is my ritual, and it just makes me feel like I've arrived, and there's the sound. Boom.
Okay.
Anyone else?
We also have a pre-practice ritual, which involves Mikey making 4 cups of coffee and tea for me. And we each have our own colors. And the colors can never be mixed up every week. Like, Fritz gets the green one. I get the pink one. I don't know why I got the pink one, but I love the pink one. Tim, you got the blue one, eh? Oh, he's got the purple one. He's got the purple one. And yours is the blue one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a little ritual we have.
Okay, that's very interesting. Are we going to see Mike do your doof, doof, doof for that last jam? Now we're going to be looking out for it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, guys. I think we're done. Anything you want to add up? Anything, Losh, on your side?
So the guys are about to perform their last song. Mike has told us about his ritual. He's going to be tapping that doof, doof, doof before he gets things going. So please look out. And by the way, those voice notes are coming up right away.
So stay tuned. We're going by a break. Catch you guys at the flip side. Thank you.
Big, little.
It's actually just always been my dream. When you ask children what do you want to be, a lot of kids say I want to be a fireman or a policeman. I've always wanted to be a musician, so I guess
at the end of the day, that's my biggest motivation. It's just pure passion and dreaming, keeping the little kids' dream alive. I think a big part for the band is definitely the friendships and the camaraderie within the band. That's, I think, a huge motivating factor that keeps us in the gigging world, having all the laughs and the experiences together.
I am a huge fan, maybe boasting up to the #1 fan of Interlace. And I just love the band. One, they're socially conscious. A lot of people don't know this, but Interlace actually started as a youth initiative to get like musicians who don't have a whole lot of experience onto the stage. And I just love them for that. And I rock out to Rocky Balboa all the time, as well as one of my favorite songs is Oxygen. I don't know if that's Oxygen, because it gives like such a Viking vibe in the beginning. And I can't wait to see it on like a Viking show, the intro to a Viking series or something. That would be so cool. Just want to spread some love to Interlace.
Hi, my name is Caitlin. I am messaging all the way from Ireland just to express my fondness and appreciation for this amazing band, Interlace. Wow, I remember the very first time I set my eyes on you guys and opened my ears to your music at a specific gig, not remembering where, but just remembering the way you made me feel. Your music is really high voltage, high energy, very powerful, very deep.
Hi, this is Kelly, and I'm currently sending this from Egypt, all the way from Egypt. And I just want to say that I love watching you guys play. Interlace has such a great stage presence. Your music is amazing, and I always have so much fun at your shows. And I'm really sad that I'm going to be missing your show next week. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
Looking so clean from the outfit to the kicks, y'all. Guys hanging out, girls taking pics. Never would have guessed life would turn out like this, y'all. On the track, I'm Rocky Balboa. Always been a winner, never been a towel thrower. Swinging from the left to right, you can catch a hook. On the track, I'm Rocky Balboa. You can catch a hook.
Big, little.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Yo, you can tell by my voice I'm sad. I'm sad because it's part of that show where we have to do my final say. I hate the fact, but like, we have to end the show. I was enjoying having you guys. I wish I can have you guys forever and ever, but unfortunately I can't. But guys, whew, I'm so sad. But either way, guys, we'll be back next week, Saturday, with the same vibe, even more vibes, hopefully. More vibes, there's no choice. More vibes next week. Catch us live here, Lush.
A very, very big thank you to Bush Radio 85.9. A very, very big thank you to Bush Radio 89.5 FM. And Interlace, thank you so much, guys, for being here. It has been such a pleasure. To our audience, to our viewers and listeners, we truly appreciate you, and we hope to see you again next week. Do not miss out. And if you're liking what you see, Big Little Music, please find us on YouTube and hit that subscribe button.
Please subscribe, please.
Over to you guys for that last jam.
We've got one more song. Just want to say a huge, amazing thank you to everybody in this building today. Shout out to Big Little. The stage is amazing. The vibes have been on 100. Thank you, Losh. Thank you, Slow Mo. Save up for a one-way flight, pack my bags, start a new life. Save up for a one-way flight, cause I gotta get out of this place. Yo. Save up for a one-way flight, pack my bags, start a new life. Save up for a one-way flight, cause I gotta get out of this place. La-da-dee-da-dee. Yo, picture that, living in a picture moment. Hourglass is always full, depending how you hold it. Tick tock, it's been a moment, been a couple years, and I've made a few opponents. Every time we kick it, you be talking credit. I got a kilo for the boys and a couple beverages. Anything you wanna do, I guarantee we did it. I got a kilo for the boys. Save up for a one-way flight, pack my bag, start a new life. Save up for a one-way flight, cause I gotta get out of this place. La-da-dee-da-dee. Yeah. What's this feeling I've been feeling? Must be ambition. I've been changing lately in a transition. In the land of the blind, I'm the man with the vision. In the lab cooking up, there's a fire in the kitchen. Come on! Wine in my glass, I take it to the next level. Dining in class, rhyming for cash in a class of my own. I've been waiting long enough, time to take a flight home. Save up for a one-way flight, pack my bags, start a new life. Save up for a one-way flight, cause I gotta get out of this place.
one more verse. And it's something like amphetamines. Everybody's getting lost in the remedies. Feeling so ecstatic, keep it moving forward. Why you sitting so static? Letting go of some baggage and a couple habits. Feeling so average in a world full of addicts. Trying to get my head right, I'm blinded by the headlights. Caught between a fork in the road and a red light. Save up for a one-way flight. Pack my bags, start a new life. Save up for a one-way flight, cause I gotta get out of this place. Save up for a one-way flight. Pack my bags, start a new life. Save up for a one-way flight. Pack my bags, start a new life. Save up for a one-way flight. Pack my bags, start a new life. Save up for a one-way flight. Pack my bags, start a new life. Yo, save up for a one-way flight. Pack my bags, start a new life. Save up for a one-way flight, cause I gotta get out of this place. Thank you so much, everybody. Shout out.
Thank you to Bush Radio. Thank you to the Big Little Stage. Thank you, Losh and Slow-Mo and all the guests.
And the
Guys
crew,
are
the
awesome.
crew, they work hard, yeah?
Of course, the crew. It's impossible to do it without you guys. Yeah, thank you, everyone. It was great being here.
I really enjoyed myself.
Also, we're more than happy to give everybody here a guest list to our gig on the 12th in 2 weeks from now. So if you want to come hang out, just drop us a message. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, hello guys, this is Mulo, the host of Beats Buzz, hosted by Big Little, but as you can see this time, we're not at Bush Radio. This time we're out in the wild, finding artists to talk to about music business education and music rights for artists. Today we're going to be talking with an amazing artist, his name is Stanley Sibande, and we are going to be having a nice conversation about him and questioning him about just education around rights and navigating the music scene in Cape Town and building that infrastructure and community for artists. So stay tuned for that conversation. We are also going to extend it on Saturday when we attend his panel talk with Concept Records. So stay tuned for that, guys. I'm Mulo and you'll see me later. Oh, what's up, Stanley? How are you,
man?
That was a dope performance, by the way.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming.
No problem at all. I wanted to ask you, in terms of your performance,
Yes.
do you do mainly covers or originals?
Well, it depends on the type of of gig that I've booked. When I'm doing something like this, which is Mojo Market, it's very commercial. I'm here to fulfill the purpose of an entertainer for people who aren't necessarily here to listen to music. Then I try to do more covers because that's kind of the job that I've been hired to do. If I do a gig that's a more sit down and listen type gig, a gig where people are paying tickets to come and see me, I try to incorporate as much of my original stuff as I can, because those are very. I consider that a very special and unique sort of chance for me to actually sort of display what my art is, which I don't get a lot, being somebody who does music for a living. Yeah, so it really just depends on the type of event.
I understand, thank you. And in terms of your original works, would you say you're registered under the entities that collect the separate royalties and things like that? Or how is your knowledge around that specific sector in terms of music compensation and registration?
So I know a little bit about it. I know when it comes to mechanical royalties, you're probably going to be getting those from Samro. I am registered with Samro. It's a bit of a laborious process, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not registered with Sampra. I don't even know what the registration process would be. As far as royalty collection, it's not something that I focused on for a majority of my catalog that I've released, because for a majority of my catalog it's under a licensing agreement with the record label, Just Music. And then with a collection of royalties for the stuff that I have released independently, I mostly just rely on DistroKid, because that's not stuff that's been placed on radio. So I don't imagine there's any or a lot of mechanical royalties that are going to come from that. There's also another aspect of releasing music these days, and maybe this is a bit of cynicism from my end, but for most people who are releasing music, for most artists that are at my level, you're not really getting the level of streams or the level of rotations on radio that warrant you making the massive effort to go through all of the registrations to get your 10 rands in royalties.
No, I understand completely. Completely. The reason why I asked is because last week we had an amazing guest, and he was basically telling us that DJs themselves, when they're performing their own music, they make a lot of money, because if you perform your own songs publicly at an entity that is registered under SAMRO in terms of a public establishment having a music license to play other people's music, you can get royalties for that. So what happens with SAMRO, right, since they do the performance royalties, that covers all sectors of performance, from radio to your own live things. So if you were to perform your own live songs, you'd get your own performance royalties from that. And the reason why I bring that up is because I'm all about educating artists on the different royalty streams and how they get their compensation. So I wanted to talk about, in terms of your process with registering with these people. Has it been tedious? Has it been helpful? Because some people find the information overwhelming to the point where they don't even try. How was that process for you? You said Samro, right?
Yes.
Yes. How was that for you?
So with Samro, I would say it was tedious, mostly because of the fact that it was just slow. It's hard to get any sort of a response from Samro when you're going through the registration process. I am registered now. There's a couple of songs of mine that I have personally registered under Samro. But when it comes to the overwhelming amount of information that exists, I'm lucky enough to be someone who's kind of been looking into the whole landscape of royalties on and off, and taking tidbits of information for the last 6 years. So I do know what I would consider is quite a bit of information, more than a lot of musicians, I would imagine. But just with registering with Samro alone, I would say it has been tedious, only because of the fact that it's slow, and they just don't respond.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that, because a lot of people are also struggling with those same things of not really getting the proper responses, because the conflict comes when, to be taken seriously in terms of the business world, let's say you want to have your music on a visual ad or film, you need to be registered with a certain collective management organizations and entities.
Yeah.
But if they don't respond, and if they're a bit slow, it kind of makes your job as an artist a bit, it makes it harder. And what we do at Big Little, right, and with the Beats Buzz, is we're educating artists about that. And I heard when I was talking to you earlier that you're with another entity yourself that also helps artists navigate, and you guys do your own panels and things like that. Could you tell us about that quickly?
Sure. So the loose organization, if I could even call it that, is the brainchild of Benji and Ben of Concept Records, and also another lovely gentleman called Asha Gameze. And basically, what we've been doing with this loose organization of people is we've been trying to get together and trying to bring musicians together to sort of talk about the experiences that we have being musicians in Cape Town, whether it be playing at certain venues, working with certain promoters, putting on gigs and producing gigs and everything that goes into that. Because the underpinning of this is that the nature of the way that we do things as musicians, at least in South Africa, is there isn't a lot of chances for us to sit down as a community and discuss the issues that we are facing. And so this thing that I've been doing for the last 6 to 7 months, we've had 2 panels so far, 2 round table talks is what they're called, is to just bring musicians together and sort of like share knowledge. And from that, what I think could evolve from it is an organized sort of like effort amongst the musicians that could help us determine the things that we need that we're not getting, and also give us leverage and sort of bargaining power when we are going to a venue. Because the ultimate thing that we're trying to work towards is what you might call like a minimum set of demands, which you can put in a contract and approach certain venues with and say, can you please provide at the very least this thing? Can you at the very least provide the musician with a meal? Can you at the very least provide the musician with some water when they are on stage? And from what I've heard from the many different musicians that have presented and have spoken about their experiences, the experience of playing music at a given venue in Cape Town is vastly different. And that just makes for a very unreliable environment to work in, especially when you're trying to approach this from like a professional standpoint. Like you're making money from this is your living. You want to have a sort of uniform, or a sort of uniform standard of things that are presented to you whenever you go to a different venue, and that's kind of what we're trying to work towards.
Okay, I understand. And extending on that, how important is the educational aspect? Because the more people initiate these conversations, the more people can navigate the industry in a way where they're informed and not just going in blindly and getting screwed over by people who profit from their ignorance. So how important is that educational aspect for you, and how has it helped you engaging in these conversations as an artist yourself?
I think it's very important. I feel like the music industry from its very foundation is built on exploiting that lack of education that the artist has. Because you look back in history with like contracts that bands were signing, or contracts that record executives were trying to get bands to sign, and it's the famous thing of the contract that Elvis had with his manager was he was just getting money siphoned away from him. And when you create an environment where information is liberalized and it's given to as many artists as possible, it immediately starts to create a sequence of actions that leads to a better environment for musicians to work in. Because then when you come in and you try to do some weird stuff with musicians, they're going to be able to they're going to be able to resist that, and they will have the necessary knowledge that they need to have to be able to push back against you, which is not something that musicians historically have. Like in the way that the music industry is set up, there's just no leverage the musician has. Whether it's you signing a record deal, whether it's you working at a venue, you take what you're given. And if you don't take what you're given, the record exec or the venue can just say, okay, cool, I'll just go and get someone else. Education is an absolutely very, very important thing. And I feel hopeful being part of this sort of Concept Records group that has been putting on these events, meeting you guys here tonight who are putting as much effort as they can towards that education of as many musicians as they can, because then it leads to a better environment for all of us as musicians.
No, I get that. Thank you so much. That was a dope answer. I'm not gonna lie. That was a dope answer.
Thank you, man.
But how are we for time, if I can ask? How are we for time? Good. 1 more minute. 2. Okay, so my last Let me just adjust this. So my last question in these 2 minutes will be is, what do you hope to gain moving forward from your artistry, just general development as an artist, while also navigating an industry that doesn't really work in your favor?
That's a great question. That's a really good question. What do I hope to gain? I hope to gain more partnerships with people. Stuff like this, where you meet people and you talk and you bounce ideas off of each other and you figure out, oh, we're kind of aligned in what we're trying to do. In the beginning of my musical journey, the biggest thing was me being able to create as much as I could create and to put stuff out. And I've done that, and I still enjoy doing that. But there's something more that I want now, which is doing this, putting the work in to create a community, to serve something that is greater than myself. In the past, that thing that is greater than myself has been the art that I create and put out into the world. And now I feel a duty to try to utilize the knowledge that I've gained over the last few years, being a musician, touring the UK last year, touring Germany this year, putting out an album, doing all of this stuff that I've done to help as many people as I can.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. That was an amazing answer, very informative. And also thank you for taking the time to talk to us in this very busy night. I really appreciate it. So,
thank you so much, man.
This is Mulo with
Stanley.
And we're signing out. Thank you, bye.
Big, little.